Good morning, children. Myself, Rajesh Dikruz. I welcome you to the e-learning classes provided by St. Michael's Academy, Betia. So, children, today we are going to start Geography, Class 8, Chapter 2, Topic Land and Soil. Okay, children. So, today we are going to see Geography, land and soil. You should know that land is a great resource, but land covers about 29% of the total area of the earth's surface. And whatever the small area of this land surface is, among it a large part of area is not habitable. It is not usable by the human beings because most of the land is covered by ice or snow. Also, some lands are rugged or steep. Climatically and unsuitable, waterlogging land is also not fit for human use. Some lands are covered with forest or deserts. So whatever land we see is not usable and only few parts of the earth's surface is used by human beings. So children, now let us come to see land use. You should know land is used for so many different purposes. For example, people use land for cultivation of crops, for forestry, grazing of livestock, construction of buildings, houses, canals, and for mining and manufacturing. Children, land is used for so many purposes. Land where town and cities have come up is called urban areas, and in other hand the land where people have cultivation and pasture is called rural areas. So in this way we come to know that land is used for so many purposes. The different uses that land is used put to is commonly referred to as land use, and the pattern of land use varies from place to place and region to region. So now next we'll see about factors affecting land use. So children, there are three factors that determine the pattern of land use. Those factors are physical factors, human factors, and cultural and economic factors. Physical factors. Physical factors like topography, soil, climate, water, distribution of rocks and minerals are important for determinants of land use. Areas where there is flat land, water facility, a good amount of rainfall is very good for human settlements and a growing of crops like agriculture. For example, the northern plains of India, West Bengal and the Deccan Plateau is a good and suitable land that determines the physical factors which is good for human settlements. Children, human and economic factors such as development, education, medical facilities and the government policies also play a vital role for the changing the pattern of land use, and this provides good settlements for the human habitations. Urban areas provide better job opportunities, economic growth, and higher educations, recreational facilities, and thus these land areas are a good and a great density is occurred, and this land is habited by human settlements. Children, of the total land area of India, that is 3.28 million square kilometer, 30% is mountain, 27% is covered by plateaus, and 43% is plain. The plains are best suited for agriculture. The mountain and the plateaus are rich in forest resources and minerals. Children, you should know that our country has 2.42% of the world's total land area, and it supports 16% of the world population. It is geographically very diverse, due to which the land use pattern is also varied. Children, you should know that whatever land we have, a very high percentage of this land is arable land. Arable means cultivable, where agriculture can be practiced. And also, for the balanced ecological development, it is important that our land under forest is being increased, which was earlier 22%, has been increased to 33%. Children, now we will see land degradation. You know that every day world population is increasing, and because of the large population, a big amount of solid and liquid waste is constantly being dumped on the land, and because of that 23% of the world's usable land has become degraded, and its productivity has been reduced. That means this much land has become unfit for any other use. That means neither agriculture can be done, nor pasture can be done, or else human settlements is also some of difficult. The main causes of these degradations are deforestation. You know, deforestation means cutting down of forest. Overgrazing, that means excess grazing of the vegetations. Agricultural mismanagement, establishment of industries, and urbanizations. So children, a large part of land has become unfit, where nothing can be done and there is no use of it. Children, because of the desertifications of the land, in 1994, some 180 countries signed the UN conventions to combat desertifications, and it came into force in 1996. According to this, they decided and made a series to prevent soil degradations and restore the degraded land. Children, as we come to know about a large part of land degradations, So it is very important to conserve the land resource. We need to conserve our land resource for future generations. As we come to know, it is a very important part of our life. Without land, we cannot think of our life, because our livelihood fully will be disturbed. So we should take time to time, check soil erosions, check desertifications, control water logging, ensure afforestations, reclaim land, check on overgrazing, regulate use of chemical pesticides and fertilizers, reclaim waterlands so that they are brought back to other use. Okay children, enough today. Again we will meet in the next day with the next topic, soil resources. Children, your homework, write 10 objectives, questions and their answers in your HW copy from the paragraphs what I have taught you. It will be your homework. The copy